Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Matt and it is Maniac Monday. First and foremost, I hope each and every one of you had a fantastic weekend. Hopefully you got to get out and do something. Hopefully the weather was cooperative where you live. Hopefully it wasn't too hot. And I do hope you guys like, share, and subscribe because I love seeing your faces every day, every morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk. Whenever it is you're watching this, I love seeing your faces. Please do always look in the description box for more information of the film or movie of the day, such as there will be a brief synopsis. Most of the time, they're not written by me because I am not a writer. I simply take what is off of the back of the box, and that is what you get for that brief part of it. I am more of a talker than I am a writer. I can do it. I just prefer to talk it. Anyways, and then there's always going to be a link for a trailer or a scene from the movie. There'll always be a list of the starring cast, or in case like today's cast was just it was huge. There was a lot of people on this one, so I only did a couple of people, listed a few people on there because it was such a massive cast for a smaller budgeted film. And this one came out in 2020, so this is a newer one. I'm not 100% when the release date is on this one yet. When I do find out, I will make a post about it on Facebook. So if you guys are friends with me over on the Facebook, you can find it there. I always do try to keep you guys up to speed when it comes to the independent stuff that I'm doing from day to day, just so that it gives you a way that you guys can find this movie and watch it for yourself. Because some of these are definitely worthwhile of tracking down and not only watching but possibly owning, because some of these are well within a reasonable price. Most of your independent features are going for around $20, and that's with your shipping included usually. Sometimes you're spending a little more, 25 to 30, and that's shipping in there as well. So you're spending just as much as you would for most feature length films. You're just getting a independent feature length film or a short film, depending on what it is you're looking for, whatever it is you're purchasing. I prefer when I go to my independent stuff. I really like short films. They can really pack quite a wallop in a shorter time. That definitely shows me what kind of a director you're dealing with on how well they are at doing their craft. If they can create a good story within 30 minutes, let's just say 20 minutes, that can keep me in tune to it, keep my attention, keep me wanting and craving more, then I can trust that you'll make a good feature-length director at some point in time in your career. Samuel Vanese, he's one of those that I really like his short films, but he now has a feature-length film that is very good. And just to let you guys know, keep an eye out for the Indiegogo for that one. It's coming up here probably the end of the month. I will be not a star in that movie, but I will be cast in it. I play a guy named Kyle. I am a dude at a party. That's all I can say right now at this point. But I am definitely going to be in it. It's called Scarlet. So there's enough selfless plug for there. But when you can do a short film, and you can create you can create features off of it, which is very, very, very nice. There's so many. Joe Meredith is one of those. He did Variant recently. His short films were amazing. I still need to check out Variant, but I hear it is just top notch. Which I honestly I figured it would be. The guy is an amazing filmmaker. Now today's filmmaker I am very new to. This is the first and only film of his that I've seen. But I did really enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else this guy has in his filmography. What else he's going to have coming up in the near future, because the guy has some talent. I definitely want to own a copy of this one today. day. It definitely packed a nice little punch. It had enough gore. It had some fun action going on. The soundtrack was kicking. It was just really all around a pleasant film. A lot of fun. Definitely your what I would call a B or a C rated film. Probably more C level, just because there's aspects to it that are a little lower than the B criteria, but it's like right below it. It's like right. It's a B. It's a C plus. I'll give it a C plus plus. I'll give it that. But it's who do we got in here? Like we got Manoush in here. She plays a small role in here. We got Stephen Daemers, Tim. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce your last name. It's Dodebbelaere. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nell Demois, Ellen. Yeah, I'm sorry there as well. And then this is directed by Rob Ceus. If I misspelled if I mispronounced your last name as well, Rob, I am very sorry. From what I've seen, this is a Belgian film, if the internet tells me correctly. And this is of one of your first. This is your first feature length, if that is correct as well, from everything I've read. From what I've seen. Good job. Bravissimo. Now, what is this movie? Or the movie is called Zombies from Sector 9. If you haven't read the title of the review, it's an interesting one. What is it about? It's set in the 80s. 1986 is where it starts out. There is basically this alien lifecraft comes along, and it causes a nuclear meltdown, basically, where it causes the dead to rise back up from the grave, and they become flesh eaters. You know, the basic standard zombies, and these are the good kind, the kind that are slow moving and are definitely suffering from rigor mortis setting in, because let's just face it, folks, running zombies are just not. I have a hard time seeing zombies run or thinking of them running, because you need blood flowing in your body to make your muscles contract and move, and the tendons squeeze and do everything that your body is supposed to do. So you're dead. Your blood is no longer flowing. Which I do. Another thing that cracks me up with that is zombies. When people hit them, they bleed. Zombies should not really bleed that much, I wouldn't think. Also because all their blood would probably be dead blood, unless you hit it in the places where it's pooling at, is my only guess. I don't imagine that a rotten corpse that's been hanging out for days is going to have a ton of blood in it. I don't know. I could be wrong. But either way, you need all that stuff to make your body move. I just never quite understood that. It's the running zombie just does nothing for me. That's basically what I'm saying. I think it is stupid. Like I said, these are the good classic, not running zombies, the stumbling zombies that have awesome practical makeup on them. Both are Rob Ceus and Ilse Ignis, or I can't remember the other filmmaker's name that was attached with this. They did an amazing job, in my opinion. But so after this nuclear meltdown happens, the dead start to come back to life. We're introduced to a guy named Bookwalker, Bookwalker. who is a very interesting character. Both his, basically, you're started off with him. You meet him, him and a good friend of his are hanging out there watching Night of the Living Dead. Classic George A. Romero. Rest in peace, good sir. But they are watching that, and the whole while he's stressing because his son's going to be over for the weekend. He wants to make everything good, make things nice and clean and just set up ready and good for a good visit from the kid. Everything happens, blah blah blah. Eventually, after the attack happens, he makes his way back to where his wife and child are. They never really say if they're married or divorced. He just says wife. In my opinion, they're divorced, just because they're spending different living in different quarters like that, living in different houses completely. You could be separated and whatnot, but either way, his character is not with the mother and the son. So he makes his way to go save them. You have some very cool special zombie effects that happen shortly thereafter. The mother has a very interesting demise, which, it's one of those things. It's obvious right away that she's going to die. I was surprised at some of the other victims in this movie, because there's a few of them. I'm not, just to let you guys know, there are, if you don't like it, but there are a couple of kids getting killed in this. Yes, folks, I said that correct. A couple of kiddos getting killed. That's usually a taboo thing in a lot of movies, but I absolutely love it when they do, because let's just face it, folks, most killers do not, if they're on a killing spree, a rampage, like what most of our standard slashers, or we'll just use that as a example, they're going to kill everything that's in their path when it comes to that motive. So, even if it's a kid, they will suffer from it, suffer from the outcome. Okay, so that's your basic setup, is the living dead coming back to life. Bookwalker finds his family. There's another story going along where this other girl finds a young girl who has been bitten. She seems to be immune to the effects of becoming a zombie. So she quickly takes care of her, bandages her up, is trying to do everything she can to save her from these other people called the Raiders. The Raiders are basically your Mad Max Road Warrior type guys. They wear the shoulder pads with all the crazy cool stuff on it. Your standard post-apocalyptic type people, which it starts in 86 and then it goes to 89 is where I believe it picks back up, and where a good portion of your story takes place in I want to say like 90% of it is in 89 or 88, something like that. But there's these guys that are stereotypical post-apocalyptic look. They look really, really cool, though. They're a little awkward in the costumes. I've noticed a few of them, it looked like they were moving a little mechanically. That was my only real beef with them. Other than that, they were really cool. These people the Raiders are bad people. They go through and raid and pillage everything in their path. No matter what it is, man, woman, child, zombie, whatever, it doesn't matter. They, because it's multiples, they will get what they want. And so they're trying to, all the while, both Bookwalker and this lady with this young child are trying to stay alive, and stay away from the raiders. They eventually meet and hook up, and they become like a trio type thing going on there. But other than that, I don't want to give away too much more as far as what this movie is about, because I want you to watch it yourself, as I always say. Now, as far as any kind of ratings go on a technical side, this thing on a 1 through 5, it's probably a 3, middle of the road. Its hugest thing, its biggest saving grace, in my opinion, is the gore in this. It has a lot of really good practical effects in it. So do look forward to that, for that, guys. For all my fans that love a good zombie practical effects showdown, this is definitely a good modern version, that a lower budgeted one, one that I would gladly suggest to somebody that is willing to go into the independent waters, something like that. So now, as far as an entertainment side goes, the acting is a bit shaky, so that brings down some stuff. The gore, like I said, is the main saving grace of this. It's got a nice sound score going on. As far as the music, I like what we got going on there. It was nice and thumping. It kept me enthused. It kept my attention. It helped bring up and down the momentum of the film when it was and was not supposed to. That did work perfectly, in my opinion. But I'm going to say that it's probably like a 2 or a 3 when it comes to an entertainment side. I'm going to give it a 3. This is a 6 out of 10 kind of movie. One that I think if you watch with a group of friends, it'll border that 7 and 8 type movie. Otherwise, I watched it completely by myself. So I didn't have anybody to bounce my opinions off of there with me while I was watching the movie. So do keep that in mind, that I did watch this one completely by myself. So that does always have a factor on a movie, in my opinion. Alright, guys, I love all your faces. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. I got almost the whole week lined up. The only I need one more movie, and then I'll have the whole week lined up for you guys. Alright, guys, love your faces. I'll see you tomorrow with another fantastic one. I hope you have a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk. I'll see ya.